Jesus is very unique when compared to other religious leaders in that where other religious leaders offered a teaching and their religious views stood, in a sense, on their own merits and kind of let themselves fade a little bit into the background. Jesus was quite different. You could take Buddha out of Buddhism and you still have the teachings of the Buddha. Or you could take the Prophet out of Islam and you still have the Quran and the teachings there and the supremacy of Allah. But if you take Jesus out of Christianity, you don't have Christianity anymore, because Christianity is not based on the teachings of Jesus. I mean, the teachings, many of these are borrowed from Judaism. Jesus has his own twist, of course, but for the most part, the teachings have been around for a while. It was rather the person of Jesus that is critical. Notice when Jesus had his disciples, about halfway through his ministry, the masses had already kind of left him, and he was training his disciples to carry on after him. He says, "Who do people say that I am?" And then he asked them, "Who do you say that I am?" Peter answered, he said, "You're the Christ. You're the Son of God." And Jesus said, "Right answer. Good job." Notice how the emphasis there was not on their behavior, was not on the teachings, but was on the person of Jesus. Because Jesus said, "I came to seek and to save that which was lost." He played the role that was central to the enterprise, not his teaching. One last thought. If you think of his trial, Jesus was executed for a reason. It turns out he was never executed for anything he did or anything that he taught itself. He was executed for who he claimed to be. Are you the Christ, the Son of God? That was the question the high priest offered. And Jesus said, "You have said it yourself." He tore his robes. He said, "We don't need any more evidence. This man has blasphemed." In other words, Jesus was executed for who he claimed to be. This is different from any other religion because Jesus is the only one to claim to be the God of all the universe who came down in human form to reconcile the world to himself. Nobody else did that. Jesus is unique in that regard.